Hello, welcome back to another episode of Tony Climbs. Today, there was a youth competition over the weekend, I believe, and we worked on some of the climbs there. But in the beginning, did some climbs that I had done in the past. We're starting off here with a very nice and simple yellow climb. Didn't do a whole lot of climbs. Unfortunately, I did bad at recording today because there was quite a few times where I tried to climb, but I just didn't record it and I forgot to. So I apologize for that. So it's a significantly shorter than normal video, I'd say. But starting off here, got this screen climb, nice and easy. Done one hand, two hands, and then I immediately climbed down and hopped on this purple one here. And got this purple one, as you can see right there. Little foot swap in the beginning because I went up with the wrong foot. Once I was able to get that foot up there, nice and easy up here. One hand, two hands, and then use that just as an intermediate hold. Get that high foot there, match the top. Very happy. Now we're doing this orange one here. Now in the past, I think I've flashed this orange one the first time I tried it. Maybe it took me 2 attempts. But it had been quite a while since I had tried this climb. I remember having to do this weird like finger match in the pocket there. And then there, I just popped off the wall, didn't quite get it. Tried it a second time, and felt quite determined to get this climb here, because it was definitely on the harder side. Got that high foot up there once again, which, as you see, I'm like trying to figure out what are my 2 strongest fingers. Ends up being my middle finger and my index finger seem to be my 2 strongest fingers on my left hand, and I am left hand dominant. So I'd say those are probably the 2 strongest fingers I have. Then here I'm trying to like switch over, and my right hand fingers just immediately pop out because my fingers started getting really sweaty. And so I went up there, brushed it out, and then I tried this one more time. This time I used my middle and ring finger, and for some reason that worked way better. And then I was able to get my index and middle finger on my right hand in, reach out, move the feet across this volume here, step up, match onto that, and bump this hand up here, and then get a high foot, match onto this just for safety. Not for safety, but just to like know I complete the climb, and do that. And again, this green climb here, nothing too crazy about it. Just have to make sure I get my feet in the right position. And this time I go up with the right hand first, which is the correct thing to do. And then from here, it's a nice, easy reach up to the top. Match that. And then I tried this blue climb here. Never tried it before. I tried starting it. I was like, I don't even know if I can start this thing. Tried a whole bunch of different hand movements. I was like, okay, maybe I'll just cheat and kind of use that. And I was like, no, let me try starting this. And I was like, let me try getting a really high foot up there. And I was like, okay, almost got it. Then I was like, well, let's just pretend I could start it, even though I clearly couldn't. Got that up there, and then I was like, okay, I got to do that move. I was like, all right, that's not happening. So now we're at some comp climbs. I apologize for the terrible photo there. Really bad. But this climb, very interesting. Unfortunately, this camera angle is pretty bad for this climb in general, because it's not really showing you much. I'm just basically zooming in on the wall here, but I am trying to get my foot onto the ball, onto that like big hold you see kind of at the beginning. You can kind of see it right there. Trying to get my foot to support my weight on that. Initially, I was really struggling with how like not trusting that foot at all. And I ended up kind of towards the end of it. I did end up actually getting quite far in it, but again, like I said, I didn't record it. So unfortunately, I have no proof. You just have to kind of like trust me, I guess. But as you can see here, I am getting more and more confident. Now, the thing that helped me with this climb specifically was actually going kind of lower and using the start like kind of crimp to press off of it. And here I'm just trying to like stand up on the hold didn't work out too well. But here, I'm still, at this point, I'm still trying to pinch the top. Again, that's not how I end up doing it. I do end up like pushing off it, but you don't get to see that, unfortunately. This climb also very similar to the blue one in the beginning, where you kind of have to do this, like, the start's, I think, a little bit harder. You kind of kick onto that there, and then there's a very similar white hold that I'm going to swing my right foot down onto there. And then here, I'm like trying to reach across very slowly, and I kind of lean over and I miss it. I do it a couple more times. Again, I apologize not recording it. Just not a great recording day, unfortunately. But I finish off with this green climb here because I wanted to finish off on at least one success. Got this climb here. Nice, easy, big holds. And then I just go one hand, two hands at the top, and felt pretty good about that. Climb down here. And a good way to end the session, I think. Not a whole lot of climbs we saw today. It was definitely a chiller day, but feeling pretty good. Felt pretty solid about all the climbs today. I really liked the that blue comp climb downstairs. That was really exciting. I made it quite far on it. Hopefully it's still up the next time I try it, and I will definitely try to get that done. It's the last move, I think, is going to be the hardest for me because it's kind of like a big mantle, and I have a little bit of leverage with the foot, but not a whole lot. So we'll see how that happens. But yeah, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. On climbing.